Hey, how's it going? My name is Brian Wilson. Just wanted to introduce myself to you. I'm going to be the instructor of your media design class this summer, starting July the 5th and running through August 18th. And I just kind of wanted to do this little introductory video so that you knew that I was an actual person and not some sort of strange robot from, wherever. Like I said, my name is Brian. I am a publications advisor and journalism teacher at Palo Alto High School in Palo Alto, California, where I've been for 2 years. Prior to that, I lived in Michigan for my entire life. I taught 18 years at Waterford Kettering High School in Waterford, outside of Detroit. Got the hat on, and it's also green and white because I'm a Michigan State University alum, journalism degree from MSU. I teach yearbook, and I'm currently advising a couple of magazines. One is called CMAG. It's an arts and culture magazine, and one is called The Viking. It's a sports publication. Palo Alto High School has a whole boatload of publications that students take. It's kind of a journalism crazy school, and we have a really good time teaching out there. So I'm excited to teach this class, and can't wait to kind of get rolling on some of the projects and different things that we'll be doing. The class will be almost entirely project based. We'll have some readings each week, and a project each week, or a couple towards the end that will take multiple weeks that we'll be working through. My goal with this class is to get you to be as comfortable with publication design and using InDesign as I possibly can, but so that if you're headed out into the advising world, or you're already there, you just feel a little more comfortable using those publications and teaching design to your students. I've taught InDesign workshops for the last 15 years or so, so pretty familiar with InDesign, can give you some help with Photoshop and Illustrator as well, but we're going to mostly be focused on InDesign. You will need to get a copy, have a version of the program available to you, whether that's at the MSU library, or you have downloaded the cloud version of it, or you just have a version of it. You'll need to be able to access that for the class. And we will have one textbook that you hopefully either have a copy of already, or you need to obtain a copy of it. I have one here, the Newspaper Designer's Handbook by Tim Harrower. This is the 7th edition. If you have an earlier edition, that's should be fine as well. You can find some of the earlier editions available on Amazon, so you don't necessarily have to have one of the. You have to have the 7th version. That's not necessarily critical, but it would be helpful if you have one. So it's a pretty fast-paced course. We only have 7 weeks together, and we'll have a couple different things going on. One is I have a Facebook group that will be available that I'll make sure that you have the web address to be able to access that, and if you have any trouble with that, we'll get it figured out. I think there only, as of right now, I think we have, I believe, 5 or 6 students who are enrolled, and they're, it looks like a mix of undergrads and current teachers. So that'll be the group. That Facebook group will be a place where we can interact and kind of connect together and be able to be social as you would on a social network. And we'll be able to also post some of the assignments there so that you guys can interact and see what each other are doing and connect that way as well. The first week will be focused on typography and some basic design things. Week 2, we're going to work through a graphics notebook. During week 3, we will be working on grids and story package design. During week 4, we'll be doing some alternative story form packaging. Week 5, we'll kind of shift into page design and have you guys work through a feature page for a 2-week assignment. Week 6 will be a multi-page document, probably a magazine that will be due week 7, and will sort of constitute the final project for you. So we do have some readings. And I'll be giving you some access to some different videos, both from me and from some other people to watch, but no quizzes on those things, so you don't need to worry too much about that. We really want to make sure that you are familiar with design throughout the course of the course, but also not just know it, but that you have the ability to teach it. And that's kind of the goal as we're working through these things, is to make sure not only are you comfortable with how to use the program and how those things work, but also give you a chance to kind of understand how to best teach it to students. And so I'll constantly have that in mind. Okay, that's enough for me. There's some things to look at in the week 1 folder, so you want to take a look at those, and I will be in touch. So good to meet all of you. Go green, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks.